gestuur het, het nooit by jou uitgekom. En jy was bereid om op baie vliegtuig te klim, waar jou terug sou bring. Terug na my.
Okay, so our music guest is going to embark on a month-long European tour of Belgium and the Netherlands alongside fellow Afrikaans musician DuPreez Strauss, kicking off on the 1st of March. Annari Breed has been writing music all her life. We're going to talk about that. And she's back in South Africa after her self-imposed 15-year exile. The singer and songwriter who says her music tells the stories that are often neglected because they are not pretty or easy. She joins me now in the studio to talk about the upcoming tour and her musical journey. Annari, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, before we even talk about your love for music, where it stems from, who's responsible between your mom and your dad for your love of music, talk to me about this exile that you were on. What was happening?
I left South Africa when I was 21. And I had studied at Koffsies in Bloemfontein. And in my third year, I had a nervous breakdown.
Okay, you had a nervous breakdown.
So I thought it's best to, I thought at the time, it's best to put some distance between me and whatever was causing that.
I love that you can laugh about it because it means that you were healed and you've got over it.
Oh, completely. It was a really good thing because it put me on a different journey, you know. And so I left, so it meant that I arrived in the UK long before any of my friends arrived who finished university first. So I had to grow up really fast because I had no degree and I had no friends.
Wow.
So, but then then I ended up staying for a while because I got married there and married a Scotsman, and so it sort of
kind of worked out.
Yeah, and I always thought that it would be because I never lived in South Africa as a grown up. It always had this mystery to it, and I was scared to come back in a way because I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know even who to call if I didn't know a number, So I grew up, So the exile part is that I always thought it would be very difficult to come back, which it really wasn't.
And when you decided to finally come back, what was that discussion like, and what was your emotions like? Because you kind of left.
I initially did not come back to stay. I arrived at Oliver Tambo with just my piano and literally a bag full of songs. And the plan was to quickly record an Afrikaans album and then get the English album out because that's really important, And then, and I was going to go back to England afterwards, and that was 2 years ago. I haven't touched the English album yet because the Susanna Megeliefde was such a lovely little thing that I wanted to take her out into the world.
And it did very well.
Yeah.
So you sing about stuff that we describe that are often neglected and not pretty and easy. What is the kind of stuff you talk about, and why those things?
I think you get songwriters that are able to put themselves in other people's stories really well. I don't think I'm one of those. I have to write from my own experience and my own perspective as a woman.
Yeah.
And so for me, the driving force really is to find something that I'm really deeply connected with. And so, if I go through something that I know is universal, and that is painful, and that isn't sung about really a lot, because it doesn't sell records,
But it's haunting and people love to listen to it. And it makes you reflect on your own life as well.
It does. And there's quite a strong emotional response to my music. It's either people really don't like it or they
love it.
Become really loyal followers.
Well, that's amazing. How did the tour to Belgium and Netherlands come about?
We started negotiations quite a while ago, but I wasn't ready and it was just sort of a perfect convergence of circumstances for it to happen now. It's perfect timing. But we started negotiations with the Flemish cultural. How do you say? Now, can I say it in Vlaams?
Yeah.
It's a Vlaams Suid-Afrikaanse Kultuurstigting.
Yeah.
And the Marnixring.
That is so funny because that's so funny when you speak English, you're speaking perfectly, and then you switch to Afrikaans where you also speak perfectly. Did you have to reconnect with Afrikaans when you came back, or were you?
No, not at all.
It's not like, are the Scottish people talking Afrikaans to you?
No, no, not at all. But I always kept on, speaking. My inner dialogue remained about this connection.
Such a beautiful way of speaking. Okay, so where can your fans get hold of you, follow you, all of that kind of stuff?
Well, on Facebook, the good old Facebook.
Yeah.
That's where most things are being posted, and also on my website. It's just annari.co.za. It's very simple and straightforward. All the information is on there.
And they obviously can follow you and find out gigs. Well, Annari Breed is still in studio with us. She's going on a tour to Belgium and Netherlands with DuPreez Strauss. That's from March the 4th to the 19th. And then she'll be from March the 25th to the 26th in the Netherlands. She's still in the studio with us. It's music of Susanna My Geliefde. And she'll perform some of our songs for us here in studio. We take an ad break. Don't go anywhere.